We are live.
Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow.
No.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
He's too fast for what I
now
want.
after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On the counter, Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Ingram, yeah. You ready?
Darren Lee on the tackle. A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson.
Oh, he fell.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Always gets me.
And that kick will go out of bounds right at
that
the
play against
line.
a cover 3 zone. That shit always gets me, that open.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
48 to Mike. Let's go, D. Delta.
Mahomes going to throw.
Oh.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill
To the wrong guy,
with his
too.
2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs
I
are
thought
able
Kelsey
to
was
extend their lead.
trying.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
53, Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Jackson, option right. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. The Raiders are out to an early lead. Derek Carr, an early touchdown pass in that one. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This for his running back, McCoy. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Mahomes now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
It ain't over. We got a long game. What's up, girl? It's me, Corey Mills, who got screwed.
Now after the touchdown,
okay.
Here's Butker on to kick it away.
You got the whole NFC to yourself.
This is taken at his 4. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Are we on All-Pro? Corey just said we're on All-Pro. I don't know. I'm gonna look at it. If it's on All-Pro, we're gonna start again. Nah, it's on All Madden. He's drunk again. Margaritas, Corey.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he takes it down to the 10-yard.
All right. Fuck.
Mike, yellow. First down and goal to go. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Open man is Ross, complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown.
Do we have the more scholars in this game?
Position, now facing 3rd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. He's at the 30.
I want to bring everybody
20,
in. Fucking
10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 85 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Justin Tucker for the extra point.
Wait, why is he back?
He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7.
Makes the score Chiefs 24, Ravens 7. Justin Tucker sets to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Going deep downfield for... It got his man complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. John Ross, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route off dropping against the safety, you like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run with Washington. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, Mike's 50.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. Sliding up. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
13 yards on the play.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this. Keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Jackson, option right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play.
Oh, just craps. Oh, I thought you said you needed a drink of water.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a draw play. This is McCoy.
Yeah, I got you.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
What? On 2nd down and 4. Mahomes.
Okay.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Butker able to put this one through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25.
Okay. What you went back on, buddy? Beam? Stop hitting that. You're gonna break it. Get down. Hey. All right. No, you're good.
Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. Darren Lee. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Hill on the return. Oh, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He finds McCoy.
He fell the fuck back.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got a man open. It's Ross. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No,
Fuck,
I'm with
a
you.
lot
There
right.
was
What the
contact,
fuck?
but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
Wait,
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Oh, wow.
It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is
Bob
that they
him
made
like
their
4
own
times a
break,
time.
taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
Let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Jackson. He unclicks it for Snead. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A good return there, 17 yards.
That would have been
And
a
that will
stupid
come
way
the
to
offense as
injure.
they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. This is McCoy. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the counter, here's McCoy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. 22 yards there, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone. And McCoy loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver, Josh Reynolds. But now it'll be 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And it's
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. There's the first NFL catch for the former Georgia Bulldog, Mecole Hardman. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 to make it the 40-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Fighting through pressure.
Oh, wow.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. The reception good
tough.
for 7. It's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
See how they respond now. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Got some real estate inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited till the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
On second down now, it's McCoy. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, it's McCoy. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. McCoy. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, they have that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not...
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Draw play. Ingram now. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
A short throw caught by Andrews. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Running it, Washington. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
This fucking game is just not going your way at all.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
I wouldn't even be mad at a internet outage right
And his
now.
rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Ravens on third down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 8.
They have their fucking fullback
They'll
in.
run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
No way.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing.
Get
They're
down.
just dressing up the final score.
Hold up, man. Don't be climbing on stuff, dude. It's like playing cliffhanger over here. Get the fuck out of here.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle
You're going to have to put one of them on an
injury
injury
reserve. As an
reserve.
offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything
Probably
wrong. Whatever
right.
you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.